Hey, it's Richie and Wes.
He's Richie.
And he's Wes.
And this is our show. Whew, we're back. We took a break for a week.
Yeah.
But here we are. Doing what we do.
Let's talk some shit.
Talking shit, drinking wine. Going on social media. You know we've got to talk about the Met Gala.
Oh, yes.
You know we've got to talk about... we've got to talk about the death threats that have been coming into Billboard.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah.
I've missed a lot.
It's going to be a good one. Buckle up. Pour a libation. And let's go.
Yes, please. What'd you got up front?
Well, there is nothing more we like shading than ourselves, other than celebrities.
Yes.
Or, of course, people that we know.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you know that some friends of mine got caught up in some
what?
crazy shit with these two grifters.
What?
Named Lip and Cooley.
Wait, what?
Who somehow finagled their way into their home and then slowly took over, no longer allowing them access to the common rooms. Oh, it is...
What?
The most bizarre, fucked up shit and crazy situation. Yeah. They were going to help them out with the land that they have and this whole, thing. And of course, that never happened. Never did that. And somehow, Anna'd their way into this whole scenario that, one of them was an heiress and blah, 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 all this stuff. And then suddenly they were all afraid of getting sick, and everyone had to wear masks in the house, and it just spiraled into this situation where they were not allowed to use the common rooms in their own house.
That's insane.
And just when you thought for sure, we were going to lose contact with them and their bodies were going to be found in pieces in the woods, that they must have found another mark because they up and moved the fuck out and left.
Where do your friends live?
I am not revealing the location.
Okay, yeah, let's not do that.
I think there's going to be emotional trauma after this.
That's insane.
And they're probably susceptible to, someone trying to help them and then taking their spot. So, yeah.
That's crazy.
They got psychologically abused, basically, and put in a situation where suddenly you're living with these people and they're completely fucking
taking over your goddamn house.
Yeah. And you're there in the middle of nowhere. In the woods.
Holy shit.
So be on the lookout for these two. Do not give them a place to live.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. That's some real shit happening in the world out there.
Whew. Okay, well, yeah, that was way heavier than mine up front. I was just going to bitch for a little bit. So, you know me, I rarely pop off. I'm normally... No, in real life. Okay. In real life, I'm
every week on the show.
In real life, out and about in the wilderness.
Yeah.
In captivity. Well, we know it pretty much is captivity, honestly. Yes. I keep to myself. I'm very polite, unless you cross my line.
Mm-hmm.
And someone I've known for a while who has no right to judge anyone on anything, mind you, said something to me that triggered me. So, my weight has been pretty consistent throughout my entire life.
Mm-hmm.
You've known me for 10 years now.
Yeah.
It's pretty much, I might bulk up a little bit, but nothing crazy. I might lose a little bit of weight, but I'm not deathly thin.
Right.
I'm pretty consistent. But it's something in me from when I was a little skinny kid and growing up and not being able to gain weight and whatnot that I don't like anyone talking about my weight.
Mm-hmm. Or
It's
like
just,
how skinny you are.
Yes, exactly. Mm-hmm. And it's funny because depending on who you fucking talk to, it's, oh, wow, you look great. Oh, you've been beefing up. Next person, you've lost so much weight. I'm all, bitch, what the fuck is it? Like, I've fluctuated maybe 7 pounds over 10 years.
Exactly.
I'm 6'2". It doesn't show very easily, either way, on either spectrum.
Right.
This person was like, you look gaunt. And I'm all...
sickly.
Right? I'm all, huh?
No.
And I was like, okay, this person is an alcoholic. And they do drugs. Do not take this to heart. Don, stop it.
Mm-mm.
And then I had a fucking martini.
And you're like, you know what?
Oh, no, I was all tap, shoulder. I'm all, hey, I want to let you know. I'm all, perhaps you shouldn't comment on anyone's weight regardless of how you may view them. I'm like, I haven't seen you in about a year. First of all, my hair isn't cut. I'm wearing a hat. Like, things will... I had baggy-ass clothes on at the time, which is very rare for me. But
right, but it's not like your face is sunken.
No! It's the same goddamn face!
You have, like,
you've seen this face for I don't know how long. And if anyone would tell me and pull me aside off air, like, hey, is there something going wrong? It'd be fucking you or someone that I see every goddamn day of my life.
You look like a skeleton.
Yeah, I was all, huh?
No.
Like, what? No. Like, I was tired from fucking working and not sleeping due to work, mind you. And I was like, hey, I'm like, so just to let you know, I'm like, don't comment on people's looks. I'm like, I'm like, what if I were sick or something?
Yeah.
What if something was going on? And then I did go out of character a little. I was like, just to be very clear, I remember when you were bitching to me about your weight, and you were never the thinnest nor the biggest person. However, those things affected you. Mm-hmm. So how about you have a little bit of compassion for anyone? Not that I needed compassion. It wasn't me. It was just, I'm like, if you feel that comfortable saying things to me, but when I haven't seen you in a fucking year, you're probably saying to everybody else.
Yeah.
Who might have something going on. I'm all, maybe you should think before you say some things, because, I mean, I remember a time when you really weren't that weeho desirable, and I said that. And I saw the eyes, like, tick, 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 ticking. He's like, are you serious? I'm like, I'm dead serious. Yes. 100%. I'm like, I'm not body shaming you. I never thought you looked bad at all.
Yeah. But
however,
it was something he brought up.
Yes. I'm like, but you started this conversation, so I'm letting you know perhaps you just probably shouldn't comment on people because you didn't want people commenting on you. Mm-hmm. And then he flipped me off and then walked away. I didn't give a fuck about that. But.
And you have no idea how people are going to react. But I think it is important to do that. I had someone that I was talking to, he's a photographer, was going to maybe do a shoot with a friend of mine, and showed him some photos of this friend of mine, and he was like, and kind of I forget exactly what he said, but it was kind of like a disparaging thing to say.
Yeah.
Not like, I think my aesthetic is a little bit different or whatever.
Yeah. More like a, no, that's never going to work type situation.
It was, more like, ew, I'm not into him or something. Like, it was just very, like, derogatory.
Bitch, you're not fucking dating him. You're fucking photographing him.
And I get it. People photograph certain things or certain whatever, right? They have their aesthetic. But I was like, I don't think you should have spoken that way about my friend. And I was like pretty sure he was gonna reply negatively, but he did not. He
Well, that's good.
Actually was like, oh, I am sorry for putting it that way. You know, you kind of like, he didn't make excuses for it all, but he was just obviously like, we do get in the habit of talking about people like that. Like, that's why I hate the scale. When people are trying to put someone on a scale. We talked about this, I think, a few weeks ago.
Yes.
What was it? Jennifer Connelly was trending on Twitter for being a 7. I'm like, no, she's not. She's never been not a 7 now. No. I hate that. I think really insecure people do that.
Yes.
And it just,
Yeah, I don't normally get triggered, but I was triggered and pissed. And I was like, dog, nah, let it go. Like I always do. Nope.
Sometimes, like, I hate confrontation, but sometimes you just have to stand up for yourself.
No, I was just like, don't ever talk to me or anyone else. That was more so my thing. Like, I can handle it. I don't give a fuck. I think it's hilarious because giving one person to the next is always a different comment. So it's like, okay, what is it? Am I bigger? Am I thinner? Like,
oh, I know. Especially
like it really can't fluctuate that much.
Community.
Again, I'm 6'2". My weight isn't going to fluctuate that fucking much in general.
No,
unless I'm doing something extremely drastic.
Oh my god! Well, speaking of extremely drastic, Met Gala 2023. What the fuck?
That was a lot. But I loved it. I'm not gonna lie.
Some people really thought they were going to Carnival, which is cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. You know, I'm glad they had a fun time.
Yes.
Some people really understood the assignment.
Yes.
And they truly knocked it 100%. Out of the fucking park.
Yes.
Blake Lively once again wore an absolutely beautiful gown that was, 2 blocks long. That's like her
that's
signature thing. Yep. Just to have this giant fucking train.
Mm-hmm.
Good for her.
Yes.
It was wild though.
Uh-huh.
Seeing some of the it was melee caused by just the choreography that they have to do on these steps.
Yes.
To get in.
Yes. And the people for the trains and the reveals and whatnot. I mean, you saw Elon Musk, right?
No.
Yeah, the roach
has been blocked out.
Oh no, the roach that was crawling up the.
Yes.
I'm shocked. I have a Twitter. I made that joke and I got worried.
Oh my god! Oh, that it's gonna
Because within 35 minutes, it was like 5 likes. I'm like, oh goddamn! Like, okay, y'all. So if I get like permanently suspended, I love you all.
No, the roach got more positive.
Really
feedback than Elon Musk has in the last over this weekend.
I did love Cardi B. At first, I was confused about her red carpet look, the pink one. I was like, I've seen this type of thing before. I loved her second look. Do you see that?
I don't think so. Like once they got inside.
Oh, yes. And then it all made sense because her team did homework. So I'm going to show you right now. It's going to be very easy for me to find, unlike most things that I have to show you.
I followed it on Twitter. I guess I should have been watching along on... What was it on? Was it streaming?
You know damn well I wasn't watching that shit. I don't watch anything. Twitter. Okay, so here's her pink, like, kind of showgirlish, whatever. But her second look was amazing, and look at the detailing. Well, that's the thing, and I will show you. Because her team was channeling Karl Lagerfeld and his muse on the red carpet. Because he had this woman, and damn well I didn't fucking look up her name. And one of their infamous pictures was of him and her on the red carpet. Come on, where's it at? See, now she's taking a little bit of there we go. Come on. How did that happen? Sorry, guys. There we go. Him and her.
Right.
So the entrance was her and the big pink puffiness and whatnot. Yes. And the second look was him. Which I was like, you know what? I could appreciate that. Some thought went into it. I love Lil Nas X and Doja Cat because...
Lil Nas X went as one of the gay rhinestones from Karl Lagerfeld's
literally pretty
earring. Yes, because what even was that? I mean,
he was supposed to have been the cat.
And I did hear that.
There were whiskers that you couldn't really. It didn't read well on photograph.
Yeah, because Karl had a cat.
Yes, and he was obsessed with it. And Doja Cat was a cat as well, in honor of the cat. Mm-hmm. But I loved it because did you see their interviews?
Yes, they just meowed.
Yes, I love it. I loved it. What better way to dodge a question or deal with dumbass interviews than just to meow while wearing a cat outfit? I'm not mad at it.
No, I'm not mad at it. I thought that it was definitely everything they wanted it to be. They wanted it to be eye-catching. They wanted people to talk about it, etc. But I felt on both accounts, from a fashion point of view, it was very just costumey.
It was.
Didn't really see the... Yeah. Look, y'all, I wear all black all the time. Black, 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 black on black, cut off sleeves. Well, actually now they're hemmed off sleeves because I upgraded to all hemmed off sleeves. But yeah, whatever. I had just like one look. I'm like a cartoon character. You open my closet and it's the same shirt like over and over. Uh-huh. But when I'm watching something like this, like I love the creativity of that. I think it's amazing. But I just didn't see from those looks. Yeah. Like I got they were in character and I loved that. Totally. They were fully immersed in that, but really it just wasn't much of a garment.
That makes sense. I guess Lil Nas X did have a coat that looked beautiful, but they never photographed that really. It was this giant white fur cape with a train situation, of course.
He is going to be queefing glitter for the next 8 months.
He will.
There is no way he is going to be able to get all that shit off.
I will say, and I can't stand this man, but my God, P. Diddy showed the fuck out. His outfit was amazing to me.
Sure did. He did look like a gay Blade, and I loved that.
He did, and I loved it. Yeah, someone was like, someone said on Twitter, of course, I'm like the Twitter king. Someone said, I thought this was a Blade. I'm like, it pretty much is. Only instead of like slaying vampires, he just kind of slays the hopes and dreams and bank accounts of his artist.
Yeah.
But I mean, did I lie? No. But I loved his situation. Ooh, I want that jacket / cape, whatever the fuck he was. I want the whole thing.
Okay. Well,
that was good. The men showed out this year. Finally,
Jeremy Pope.
Yes,
and his Karl Lagerfeld.
The way face. I was gonna read because I saw the front and I was all, "That's what the fuck he wore." Really, this is it. And then the reveal. I was like, you know what? Let me shut my ass up.
Wow.
Let me shut my ass up right now because
yeah, it does look a little plain from the front.
Yes, but then
because your attention isn't being brought to the front, it's all in the back. Yeah, I mean the front looks well done. I mean he's a gorgeous man.
He is.
But
also very basic.
Yes, it's pretty simple. But that train is wow, absolutely.
Rihanna showed up after everyone had already arrived per usual. She popped in wearing just street clothes, baby in tow. I mean, she's Rihanna. She can do what the fuck she wants to do, honestly.
She doesn't need it. She doesn't care.
Did you see her husband, A$AP Rocky, though? Who used someone's face and shoulder as a launch pad to hop over the gate.
I did see that
as a gimmick. Yeah. And the girl's like, piss off at first. And it's like, oh my, I'm like, bitch, if you don't fall on the goddamn floor. I tweeted her because she was like, selfie. ASAP Rocky just hopped over me and everyone's like, what? Like, huh? Like, what? She's like, yeah, like he tapped me saying like, oh, sweetheart, I have to get by. And she said no. And then he pushed his, which I mean, he was in a hoodie. No one knew who he was. Either way, I don't give a fuck. You know me. I don't give a fuck. He pushed his way through, used her shoulder and half her head to hop over the fucking gate, and then served absolutely nothing with his outfit.
Well, maybe that was the whole gimmick.
I was like, girl.
Busting in, breaking in.
I was all, why are you not suing? I'm all, he's your whole fucking head as a launch pad.
Girl, you better tell him you have whiplash right now.
I would have fallen the fuck out. Don't care. Don't care.
Oh, God.
Mm-mm.
As usual, Anna Wintour looked like the...
Satan. She hoped for that out loud. Sorry.
Looked like the White Witch from The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
I mean, talk about an aesthetic. You think you have one? No, that woman has...
Bitch. Did she get her haircut every week or every
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Oof.
Okay. You know, in the past, we've made a lot of fun of the Met Gala just for existing. And yes. I think I continue to feel the same way about it. But I do ever more also feel like we do need art and the expression of ourselves in whatever we're doing, whether it's clothing or what we're hanging on our walls or whatever, right? So... seeing something like this, and it's over the top, and it's totally crazy, and it's ridiculous, and all this stuff. But, I guess this year I just kind of felt it was a nice tribute.
Yeah.
And, you know, like I said, some people really got the assignment, and they really turned it out.
Some people didn't.
No, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Some people just showed up late, and that's fine, too. But, I don't know, I just appreciated it more this year for some reason.
Yeah. I mean, it was more so of a, like... actual theme that you could follow, and you can kind of tell if people didn't or didn't.
Oh yeah, because Uncle Karl, let's go. Like, first of all, that bitch. Talk about style and influence and creativity. Oh my god,
that fucking
and that mixture of elegant, but like hard rock, like rock, like leather, but like soft and white, or you know, with like black leather pants, or just
if there was a tie, it was leather,
right? Yeah,
or if there was a collar, it was bejeweled.
Yeah, he had such a way of blending the two, like the more elevated kind of style, but like always bringing in those really glam or kind of leather-esque elements to it.
Agreed. Rest in peace. Also, rest in peace, Jerry Springer.
Oh, I know. I mean, well, we know that show is as fake as wrestling, right? Like,
yes,
knows
exactly.
That, right?
Well, I mean, it became that way.
I don't know how it's
back in the day.
The original.
I will say this: going back on clips. Respect to fucking Jerry Springer. First of all, already had a very profitable job and very respectable job, and then became a talk show host. And at first, he did talk about some real life issues that people were kind of afraid to touch.
Yeah, and he always did his final thoughts.
Yes,
and kind of put some things together.
I'm sorry, but respect for the man who would bring out the KKK on his show and let them get their asses beat by fucking. On that, and that was not fake.
No, that.
Oh no, they were going in, and the security hesitated to even get involved. Which is the best. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go on Twitter, go on YouTube. This was an episode. He let the KKK come out and speak their piece and challenged them, mind you. And then he let the fucking audience go and beat the fuck out of them as they should have. Respect. And then it became a little hokey, and now it's kind of... It was the grandfather of what fucking those shows are now, honestly.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes,
but... it was a reality show. It was a reality talk show. But people would also make up their own stories too, because they would they would be looking for something, and then people would just lie about shit to be on the show. Or
100%.
And they're getting all pumped up.
Not the KKK episode.
No, the KKK episode.
They beat their asses. It's great. Go watch it.
Oh, there were a lot of fights on the show.
Oh yes, a ton of them.
Up. Yeah, they pump people up.
Yes, but I will say this: as messy as that show was, Jerry was never really messy. He didn't instigate
gay people. He had on trans people.
Everyone, and he would defend them.
And he never treated anyone with disrespect.
No,
he had a disrespectful show.
Yes, but he was never egging anyone on. If anything, he would ask the questions that people needed to be asked, especially in that time before there was the internet and we had this knowledge and whatnot, and things had been a little bit more progressive.
Yeah,
but he would ask the questions so why do you hate trans women? Well, what's the difference between this person and this person? This is a woman as well. Blah 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 blah. Why do you hate black people? That makes no sense because of this, this, and this. And then when the shit hit the fan, he would step his ass back, and he'd be like, "Okay, security, go ahead, do your thing." And I respect that.
He stirred up some shit and then just let it all, twirl up. Yeah, I also heard was always just he recaptured America's hearts when he was on Dancing with the Stars.
Yes.
Because I think people saw more of the real him. Friend of the show, Ian Carlos Crawford.
Hey, Ian.
Said that he went to go interview him once for BuzzFeed and had him sign a picture for his grandmother.
Yeah.
And Jerry was like, "Oh yeah, I'm really popular with Hispanic grandmas." And
that's so cute.
They love the show. Can you imagine all those Hispanic grandmas like Jerry?
Yes, I can. 100%. Yes.
And apparently, Ian said he would ask him a question, and then he would give a heartfelt answer, and then be like, "Oh wait, can I answer that again? My audience likes me to be more salacious."
I love that.
Would re-answer.
I love that. He was a gem. He was a gem. Rest in peace. What a life! I mean, he had
TV.
He had also a career in government. He had a judge show. Good for him.
I saw a clip of a trans woman and her boyfriend, and she was coming out that she was trans, basically, and the boyfriend was like, "Let's go for it," and they made out, and the audience was like, "Oh, I mean, Jerry!" They were like, "Jerry, Jerry," and all got into it because they're like, "Well, if it's cool with Jerry, then it's cool with us."
Hey, look. I mean, rest in peace to someone else, and by peace I mean pieces. So the person who accused Emmett Till back in the day,
that's right,
and had him basically murdered. I'll call it what it is.
Yes, because
arrested, false charges. I think he died in prison. If I'm wrong, please correct me.
Who?
She died of. I didn't even look up her name.
We'll say the Emmett Till.
There you
accuser,
go. Exactly,
because that's how
she died of cancer, 80-something years old. And
she got to live a full life.
Yeah.
And she accused him of this, and then a group of men randomly just scooped him up.
Yep.
And killed him in a horrific way, and they were never brought to justice.
Nope, she got off scot-free. Well, good old Viola Davis made tweet of a lifetime. She said, "Gone too late." Not gone too soon. Gone too late.
Yeah. Zero accountability for any of those people. Because that was all a lie. That did not even happen.
She falsely fucking accused this fucking man.
Of fucking whistling at her.
Thank you. Of all things, mind you.
Or whatever. Catcalling her. Whatever the fuck. Not touching her. Not. She accused him of calling her name or whistling at her. Fucking whatever. And for that, he was beat to death.
Uh-huh.
Well, speaking of death threats, This has got to stop. These K-pop stands have to stop.
Oh man, are we getting canceled again?
We're probably going to face.
I love Blackpink. And aespa. They're J-pop, but still.
This is BTS.
Okay. Oh yeah, we don't. Yeah, I don't listen to them.
I don't really fuck with them. BTS fans are fucking insane, and have been sending in death threats to Billboard and the company that essentially provides all the data to Billboard, which is called Illuminate. So if you don't know how the charts work with streams and all that stuff, it's very complicated.
It is.
But basically, so, Billboard itself is the one that publishes these results or whatever, but you have to have a data firm that's doing all this work. Like, come on. So there's sort of this back-end company that is compiling all these statistics and, all the stuff. Well, guess what? They can tell when a BTS fan farm is streaming multiple,
like falling asleep and leaving things.
Streams. Oh no, it's people that are like set up in an office environment.
Oh,
playing like falsely insane. Streaming, falsely like they're using different computer techniques. They're inflating numbers by using all these various techniques. Yeah, it's like it's the BTS army. So they're like, we caught you. We know what you're doing, and we're not counting these. Because that's against the rules of
as it engagement. Fucking should be.
You can't, one person can't count for like 25 people.
Exactly.
Or whatever the fucking technical magic is that they're doing. So the BTS Crazy Army responded with death threats. And ganging up on these poor people and like finding out who their social media is and like, bombing them on social media with all those like clips of fucking I
mean, I'm not surprised, but I'm surprised. I can't. Speaking of streaming, so Chloe Bailey, sister of Halle Berry, Bailey, Little Mermaid. Yeah, her sister has an album that came out and only sold, I think, 6,000, 7,000, like, pure album sales, something like that. And when I tell you, so these women were basically raised by Beyonce. Mm-hmm. She discovered them on YouTube.
I'm really surprised that Blackish. Was it not good?
It was good. It was... Music right now is so... it's such a single-driven situation. And with streaming and whatnot, it's just a different... It's a weird, like, revolution going on right now in music and how things are tabulated, basically.
Thanks to fucking Illuminate and Billboard.
Right. But...
So it just didn't, like, hit.
But didn't hit. She is so graceful. And she has been asked a couple of times this week on radio shows and whatnot, like, so, like, your album didn't sales, like, what do you think about that? And she said, you know what? At first, I was upset. Anyone would be. It's my art. I put time and effort into it. She was like, but, I got off social media because I didn't want to hear any negativity. And she's like, and I'm on tour right now, and that's what makes my money, and every single one of my shows is sold out. So that people, and everyone knows the words to every single song, every track I'm singing, so that's what matters to me. It's not what... She's like, maybe someone can't buy an album. Maybe someone's just going to stream it. Like, things are just changing. She's like, I'm not making excuses, but she's like, I'm a brand new artist, and that's just what it is. And she's like, I'm here with you guys. Yeah. Whatever show that may be. And she's like, I got a show to do in a couple hours. And it's sold out. So, thanks for the haters and my fans.
Plenty of singers that are very popular that have never had an album because they're independent artists and they do whatever. Yep. So, Yeah, we're definitely entering a new era. I guess
100%.
for someone like her, though, I would expect it to be, a little more.
Well,
like a little
they
higher.
also brought up the Beyonce factor.
Mm.
Well, people on Twitter are saying, why did Beyonce, hype you up, blah, 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 blah. First of all, I'm going to say this. Beyonce ain't even fucking released a goddamn visual for her own fucking album. So, that's whatever.
Yeah.
But she even said, she's like, I don't blame anyone for anything. She's like,
it's not up to
she's
Beyonce
like, I'm so blessed to even be in her wheelhouse and to have had the opportunities that I've had.
Yeah.
And, she called me up and gave her good wishes, and I don't want anything else besides that. I don't think anyone else should have to prop me up and cheer me on. And she's like, I think I would feel more like less than if it was because of a star bigger than me that was me getting lifted up. Because then everyone would be like, oh, well, she only sold because Beyonce. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it's like,
right.
You can't win.
Yeah. But what did Chloe Bailey do?
No, that was Chloe.
Oh, that was Chloe.
Yeah.
Oh,
no.
okay. Why am I confusing the two?
Everyone does. Everyone does.
I have seen yet another little clip or whatever from Little Mermaid where her sister.
Yes,
Haley.
that's Halle Berry.
Yeah.
Halle Bailey.
Haley.
Haley
Bailey?
Nope.
Halle Bailey.
Yes.
I really, honestly, when I just close my eyes and listen to that bitch sing, holy
it moves
shit.
you. And that's rare these days.
I mean, the visuals are amazing, don't get me wrong.
But you can just close your eyes and hear her voice, and it's so gorgeous.
Yeah.
Oh. So gorgeous. Oof.
So far, 0 repercussions for Lizzo, who broke Tennessee's drag ban by bringing out a whole group of drag queens on stage with her while she was performing for her audience.
Fucking good.
Interesting. Meanwhile, there were literal Nazi flags flying in Columbus, Ohio during a protest to a drag show.
Surprised?
This is what it's embarrassing to me is, okay, look, I don't consider myself a liberal or a Democrat or whatever either, because I think everybody sucks.
Yeah.
But only one side is flying fucking swastikas. Are you kidding me?
Thank you.
Only one side has Confederate flags. Meanwhile, the show went on. They raised a shit ton of money. And honestly, I think this is backfiring spectacularly. Way more people are speaking up for and supporting drag queens.
As they fucking should.
You know what? I went to a really fun show. Thought it would just be a chill night at Hamburger Mary's. They were like, oh, just a Sunday night, 8 o'clock. I wasn't thinking anything about it. It looked like it was pretty chill when I rolled up.
It's a drag show there?
Yes.
That late?
Sundays, that's what I thought. I knew they did
Sunday I was there this past brunch.
Yeah, I knew they did Sunday Funday brunch, of course.
Which was great, mind you.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, it was great. If you're ever in LA, hit us up.
Yeah, Hamburger Mary's, drag brunch, absolutely fantastic.
Yes.
So that's why I thought in the evening it would just
be,
oh no, 4th show of the day. And
fuck yes.
Yeah. They are so much fun. So much fun. Yeah, and you've got to bring your dollars out. You've got to tip your queens.
Oh, yes. And they will help you.
Oh, they always do.
Yes.
Yep, they take Venmo now.
Yep.
And
they put on the goddamn show.
They sure do.
Speaking of a show, oh, God. So this bitch, Audrey Godlewski, I want to get her name right so you guys can all dox her. She was surprisingly, well, no, unsurprisingly, fucked up on something in a room. Someone's recording her in her dorm, and went on a rant about how censored are we? Not censored, right?
No, not at all.
I'm just gonna say the N-word with the hard R. Yes, this is Richie, by the way. Yes. How she wishes that every N-word would die. How she can't stand us. How she, if she had her way, would have us all pick cotton. So much so to where we pick so much cotton that we would dry up and die in the sun. Yeah. So she is a student at UW-Madison in Wisconsin. And they're pieces of shit because this has now gone viral at this point. And they've released a statement stating that whatever is submitted on social media does not reflect them, and they cannot take action, which I call fucking bullshit. Because how many fucking people
have gotten fired off social media? Oh, hell no.
And then I had people being like, well, why should she be expelled? But there's a petition that is way beyond the amount of signatures, mind you, to get her ass expelled. I'm like, I'm sorry, but when you're college and any type of school is a brand. Let's be very, very clear. They're a brand.
And the fact
most brands don't want to be attached to someone with those ideologies. They just don't.
Where's she getting that from? Who's she spreading that to on campus?
Exactly. Yeah, they also, in the same day, was like, we care about people with mental instabilities and mental struggles. So don't think I didn't pop up on that bitch and be like,
what?
Yeah, I'm like, that's so great. So what about Audrey?
Yeah. Because racism is not...
And everyone was like, so what about the mental health of your black students who have to walk around with this fucking bitch?
Thank you. Racism is not a mental health issue.
Yes, thank you. And that's not only racism. That's hatred. You can think a certain type of thing. Keep that shit to yourself. Once that shit is out there, it's out there.
Well, right. Because, racism is like, oh,
I mean, have your race.
Most people, I think racism, they just want someone to be beneath them so they can look down on someone.
You're wishing an entire race of people death? That's insane.
Yeah.
And guarantee she walks up with a fucking rifle or some bullshit. And then it's, oh my god, troubled teen Audrey.
No.
Like, no,
how would
bitch.
We ever know?
Mm-hmm.
Girl. No. She should be ostracized.
I'm like, ruin her fucking life. I'm sorry. I don't care. Ruin her fucking life. You don't say hatred shit like that.
No. Hit her with a car.
Yeah. I'm like, fine. I'm like, if they're going to leave her on campus, and I hope she gets her ass beat.
Okay. Daily.
Sorry, I am not one for violence, but if you're not going to fix this issue and leave her on that campus, then let her ass get fucking beat.
If that's your position, then what are you doing to provide her with mental health services to deal with this issue?
Thank you. As if that's a fucking mental health. Please.
Going to therapy to not be racist.
Please, no. That's...
But still, what are they doing then? What are they going to do for her? Are they going to put her in counseling? Does she have to go through a session of...
and someone was let's just guess what her reply is going to be. One of these 5 things.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was on drugs.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so apologetic. I didn't mean it. Oh, I had black friends. And I was like, oh, you're missing the black boyfriend angle. Because I always, I've dated I have a black boyfriend or I've dated one. Sure fucking enough. The black boyfriend comes out because
she's like, look, you guys, I fucked a black guy, so it's totally fine.
Father starts texting him crazy ass fucking shit. So it runs in the family, clearly. Saying, if anything happens to my fucking daughter, you're fucking dead. Blah, 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 blah.
Why is it his fault?
Thank you.
People are crazy.
I wish her nothing but the fucking worst. Those people have it in them, and I don't care how the fuck you've grown up. I've had white friends with the most racist grandparents that they grew up with, and they saw through that shit. That is, you choose to be that way. You choose to be stuck in that way. You choose to adhere to that.
I definitely believe your environment plays a huge factor into who you are, but it could be the opposite.
Yep.
It could
and once
unracialize you, like,
and once
yes,
you're at
it's going to be a factor.
Certain age with all the information that we have now, please fuck off. You are choosing to be a goddamn racist, and whatever comes to you, you fucking deserve.
It's just pure ignorance. It truly is, because
it's pure hatred. Hatred.
It's just so small.
Ignorance was when, and I told this story before, but if you're just tuning in, I'm going to say it again. When I was stretching in track practice in high school, and my very, very good friend and track partner, white girl, again, I was one of literally, I think, 13 black kids in the whole high school. Not my class, the entire. Didn't realize until I was literally out of that high school that was like, oh shit, this is, that was weird. She asked me where I was from, and I said, oh, I'm from Texas and Palm Springs. She said, no, before then. And I was like, that's it. There's no before then. There was a rumor about me, and I was very popular in high school, mind you. It's not like I was like some little, like no one really knew me. Like everyone knew me, knew my family, yada, yada, yada. I was on fucking prom committee. Edit that out. But she innocently was asking because there's a rumor going around that I was adopted by a white family, and that's the reason why I speak the way that I do.
God.
Yes. Because she didn't know any better. That's ignorance.
Yeah.
And I could see the mortification on her face.
Yeah. When
I was like, no.
Right, you're right. Because ignorance, you're willing to be corrected and learn.
Yes, no, that's hatred.
Yeah.
I don't care how drunk I've ever gotten. I could be far out of it. Words against another race would never come out of my mouth because it's just not instilled in me. It's not something that I go to. It's just not. It's not there. Even body shaming, it's not there. I will never get mad at someone who's heavier and say, "You fat bitch." It's like, no, that's just not in me.
Yeah,
sober or otherwise. That's her.
That's absolutely her. No, you're definitely right, because I remember this conversation years ago. We were talking about the same thing. Someone else, I think it was Mel Gibson at the time, going off and all this stuff.
Fucking white meat with my words. I will not shame you for anything that you are for your aesthetic.
Yeah.
I will bring up that you have poor relationship picking skills. I will bring up that you maybe can't dress. I will bring up the fact that you are a horrible fucking person at times, and you have to monopolize the conversation. That's not in me to attack you,
right? Well,
by things that you cannot. Like that. Yes, that is not.
And
in
I would
me.
certainly I don't think that's within me in any way either. But I think that it's a feeling of because I just don't like when people belittle others.
I don't like that.
There is such a sense of that superiority.
Yes.
And that's a built-in superiority.
It is.
When we look at the way everything is taught to us, our history is taught to us, especially in America, like all the stuff, even the map, the United States is fucking huge, but really it's not that big, and all the stuff. Africa looks tiny, but really it's massive. So it just gives us a skewed perspective on the world that white people created everything and all the stuff, and people have this, but that works into so many other levels, like class levels too. Like, oh, we're better than poor people. They're like, ew, homeless people. Oh, and it infects us, because for some reason the human brain loves to feel like it is better than everybody else.
No, the inhuman brain does, not the human brain. I will not job shame you. I will not income shame you.
Yeah. Oh, but we will read you.
Oh,
just
yes,
like
for valid reasons.
It's just like we're about to read Zack Snyder and all the Snyderverse fans who still to this day
what are they doing now? What's left?
Shut the fuck
about what now?
And
you released a goddamn fucking cut of that goddamn movie.
It's out. You got it. Shut the fuck up.
All 18 hours of you're probably still watching it, honestly.
Well, Zach did a panel or some convention, whatever the fuck, and he's still gotta whip people up about this amazing universe that he made up.
Why? He's cute, and I'd fuck him. Why is he doing this? It's like
it's not even his universe. He didn't know. These characters have existed since before he was fucking born.
Enjoy your millions, be a good-looking man, and just go enjoy that. Like, what do you say now?
He wanted to tease the. I don't even know the Snyder lore well enough to know what the fuck he's referencing, but apparently there's supposed to be like a woman that escaped from the Krypton pods or something. He wanted the Amazons to be ancestors of
Krypton. Yes.
Kryptonians.
I did see this and rolled my eyes and kept on scrolling.
And of course, weirdos on the internet will defend this to the end. Oh, that would have been a really great way to tie it all together. No, you're taking away entirely from this whole mythos, Greek mythology and all the stuff. And then someone was like, well, then it would be, more multiracial because Kryptons were blah, blah, blah. And, Greek mythology is with white people. Like, they're Greeks! Like, oh my God.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, I can't.
Whew. The idea that everything... First of all, look, Zach has had some great movies. I actually really like him as a director. I think his directing
I like how he looks more.
Amazing.
I discovered how he looks last year. I was like, wait, this is him?
He is
Show me that Snyderverse.
Yeah.
Fuck about the fucking movies.
Yes. But his ideas for the DC universe, some of them hit with me, some of them were very bad. And this one is terrible.
Yes.
Terrible.
You don't retcon the origin story.
They already fucked her up a little bit by making it Zeus instead of her being born from clay or whatever, which they still did mention in the first movie.
They did, yes.
Even though they then sort of retconned it by the end, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But they tried. That's, by the way, in the comics since been totally reversed.
Yeah.
Because you know how DC loves to just start everything over every few years. So once again, the goddesses of Olympus, Athena and Aphrodite and these goddesses, they're the ones who brought Wonder Woman to life. She is a product of the gods, the goddesses. So, making everything revolve around... And I know he's hot as fuck, and again, I would fuck him too, but Henry Cavill as Superman, boring ass fucking Superman, boring as Clark Kent. Yes, again, I would absolutely want him to ravish me, fly me up in the air, and do all sorts of horrible things to me. But no. Boring. Why tie it all in like that? Why?
I don't even fucking know.
Terrible.
Again, enjoy your damn millions. Be a hot man. Do your art. I get it. Be creative.
He's moved on. He's got other projects. Leave him alone.
Like, Jesus.
Stop talking about it. Just stop fucking talking about it. And leave it Leave it be.
Okay, I'm gonna play this because this cracks me up. And we need some laughter on the show. Besides just bitching about everything today. So, well, first of all, Aquafina has been released as fucking the voice of Scuttle in The Little Mermaid. Too much of everyone's dismay.
Good. I'm glad I'm at.
People have been like, roast that goddamn bird. Someone said I'm not watching this shit anymore, but you know what, nah.
I like her. Shut up.
No, Aquafina's horrible.
Why?
She has created an entire persona imitating a black person. Everyone thought she sounded this way because lots of Asians do have black sense because we get along for the most part here in America, not over there.
Yeah.
And then it was discovered that no.
She's faking the whole thing.
Yes!
I didn't know this. I thought she was
Yes! This happened like a year and a half ago.
No.
Yes. So that's why I don't fuck with her anymore. Because I'm like, no.
Aquafina is
an Asian comedian who's cast in everything now.
No, but I didn't know that she was doing like...
Oh, yes.
She was doing some sort of Jennifer Tilly effect on her
yes.
vocals. So Jennifer Tilly is not appropriate.
No, exactly. Anyway. Thank you.
Except for baby dolls.
No. Like, yes. This is why everyone's pissed off about this. I'm still watching the movie.
She's a poser.
Literally. And that's how she's gotten so far. And then like she spoke in her real voice. That sounds much like mine, actually. In an interview, all of a sudden, everyone's like, wait, what the fuck? Huh? Which, mind you, a character is one thing, but to build yourself up to be this person, and then once you've hit it, drop the accent? No. Sorry.
You better pull a Sofia Vergara and have that accent your whole fucking life.
Yep.
You can never, it has to get worse.
Thank you.
Can never.
Yes. Fucking mess. But this has been going viral because this clip came out of Halle Bailey and her interacting. It's like 3 seconds, so we're not going to get,
Okay, yeah.
But someone's like, why does this sound like fucking Britney and Miley? Wait for it. I'm going to cue it up. Your charger is fine.
The charger makes it like 10 times
very,
heavier.
very much bottom heavy. Let's just listen.
Idea what this is? It's a dingle hopper. I wanted to let you know. Idea what this is? It's a dingle hopper.
It does sound like Miley.
Yes, she sounds like Britney.
She does.
Idea what this is? It's a dingle hopper. I wanted to let you know. Idea what this is? It's a dingle hopper.
I got tickled so much. I was like, is this a voiceover?
Like, what's going on?
And so I was like, no, this is actual.
Did you hear the AI generated Britney Spears doing Genie in a Bottle?
Yes, I love it.
I did like it, actually.
I'm not going to lie. I love it.
I didn't hear the whole thing, so I couldn't hear the
There's not a whole thing yet.
Oh, well, I couldn't hear the bridge.
Yeah, there's only like a few people doing this whole AI thing with like covers. They've only, but it's weird because some of them are horrible.
Some of them are very bad.
It's like, what the fuck is this?
At first,
but that one was good.
Yeah, that one was cute. I have very mixed feelings about AI because on one level, I feel as though we should be propping artists up who are doing their thing and, real human beings. People.
Yeah.
On the other hand, like AI is still being generated by someone. Yeah. And the field is very large. And as long as we know it's AI, we can choose to consume it
or not.
Yes. So I just think it's creating a separate genre.
Yes.
I hope it doesn't be. I hope it's not bumping people out of work and all that stuff.
No,
but
I hope that.
I think as long as we know it's going to
happen, someone's going to go ahead and because it's far easier to duplicate a voice speaking or rapping, which is pretty much rhythmic speaking than singing.
We're going to get another Tupac album out of this.
I will say thank you for all of the Britney, Christina, Whitney, Mariah covers that I've been like, what was sang by this person. Those are fun.
That's fine.
And those people have said, hey, this is AI.
Right.
This is just for fun.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to hear a whole AI album from anybody. I don't want to see AI models and photo shoots.
Thought about is, so what if you did your own artwork, like your own character designs and your own whatever, and then had AI piece that together and lay it out in a certain way? Or what
with like your own voice or someone else's voice?
Yeah, your own. Like, what if it was you? Like, it's all based on stuff that you're creating.
That's different. That's cool.
Right?
That I don't mind. Yeah.
Because otherwise you're just like taking someone else's shit.
Exactly. And
yeah. But I feel like if it's all your stuff,
then that's fine. That I don't mind. Totally fine.
Yeah. What other song would you want to hear?
Oh, I have a good one. Okay, so you probably don't even know this. By you, I mean you. But Christina Aguilera had an album called Bionic.
Yeah, I know that.
Well, I know that, yes. I know you know that. But there's a song called Vanity on there. And I was at Hamburger Mary's for Drag Brunch. Hey, Brenda. Hey. She's one of our listeners.
Yeah.
One of my best friends. And this song came on. Everyone thought it was Britney, which I was all in my head because everyone's like, "Oh, you're probably loving this." I'm all, "Yeah, I do," because I love the song. And I love Christina. I'm not one of those weird ass stands that's like, "Oh my god, I have to like one person and the next, like, and hate the next person."
No,
unless it's Nicki Minaj because she's a horrible person. But
that's a different story. That's
exactly. I just don't like her in general. It's not like I hate her because I love someone else or vice versa. But as I'm listening to the song on the speakers, and it's a little muddled, I'm like, oh, this could totally be a fucking Britney song. Now I see why everyone thought this was Britney.
Yeah.
Because even my best friend Tucson, who I bring up on the show all the time, he was all, wait, I hear like some Christina growls. I'm like, it's Christina, bitch.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, that makes sense. I was all, oh, I hear how this could be a Britney song, and I hear how she could actually do it. Mm. And I was like, now I want to fucking hear this as a Britney AI.
I think it could be fun. It might be fun to do some duets, right? As long as everybody's signing off.
Oh no, someone did a Michael and Britney duet of something, and I was all, oh, this is great.
Yeah.
This is so...
I know it's a little freaky, blah, blah, blah. But
it is.
Everybody's signing off on it, as long as we know it's AI.
Yes. I was all, oh, this is cute. And they like interwove like all the verses and stuff and like overlap vocals. I'm all... Yeah. Good for you.
Who's Kelly Clarkson going to duet with next? Will it be Elvis? That would be a good duet, actually.
What song, though?
Kelly and Elvis. I don't know.
I mean, Kelly can sing everything. Elvis cannot.
That's true. Elvis had a...
Yep,
Elvis
he's right.
Had a specific range.
He has a pocket, and he stayed in it. Which, there's nothing wrong with that. Any Elvis fans listening, a lot of people have that. It's fine.
He had a very soulful voice, for sure.
He did, yes. But he was in that,
was definitely
that one pocket, and that worked, and that's good for him.
Absolutely.
Musically, I'm not going to talk about him personally, but yeah.
Well, if this wasn't enough for you, we have a Patreon where you can hear the random shit that we talk about in between the topics that we discussed every week. And the most recent episode...
Just as entertaining.
Yeah. We talk about
if
dreams,
not more so.
We talk about all sorts of fucking shit. The last one we posted was whether you're a cat or a dog. Not a cat or a dog person. Whether you personally are like a cat.
We know what Lil Nas X and Doja Cat are.
Yes.
I mean, Doja Cat kind of gave it away, but I mean...
I did think her makeup looked amazing.
It did. That was great prosthetics.
That looked really good.
Yes.
All right, everybody. Thanks for listening. Be sure to check out our sponsors and our show notes and save some money by using our coupon codes. Until next time,
goodbye.
Bye.